Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. Today, the 25th May, 2025. Now, Biafrans are waiting, with that eagerness or anxiety to witness what will be the outcome of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case comes next month. And likewise, what is going on with Simon Ekpa in Finland. I think every Biafran, are waiting with that kind of zeal and zest to make sure that Finland, actually could come out with a finality, that is going to favor Mazi in his case, Simon Ekpa Njoko in his case. Recently, we understand that Finland is not actually playing the role of the big brothers they are to the Biafrans. Actually, in the beginning or reminiscence of Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko case, we experienced such great support from the Scandinavian country of Finland that actually gave us their support fully, with declaration of Biafra in Lati, Simpelo Sukwe in Finland. A lot of certain things just, take great U-turn, on Biafrans with the arrest of Simon Ekpa Njoko, who was accused by Nigerian government of complicity, in terrorist attack across Igbo land. But the question remains, actually, court has actually prescribed the IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, that is Igbo man, that Igbo man has no business to do with, act of terrorism across Nigeria. But what actually marveled every canal in the recent time is, revisiting of Simon Ekpa's case. All of a sudden, it's, become, let me say, firearms or fireworks across social media platform, that Simon Ekpa Njoko has to be extradited into the country called Nigeria. The extradition process, people were just asking themselves questions that we don't have extradition agreement or pact with Nigeria, Finland, sorry. Likewise, Kenya, we don't have extradition document or pact or agreement with Kenya. So most question that put across in the first place was, why did Nigeria government, forces in the first place abducted or kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Nairobi, Kenya? Why was it so in 2021? Then again, the much heated agreement or argument between Nigeria and Finland, over extradition of Mazi Simon Ekpa into Nigeria, actually brewed such questions as in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because we know that in the past, Finland actually supported Biafra. During Nigeria-Biafra Civil War, Finland was at it, actually denying their children their school fees, contributing money for Kwachiokod children, Biafran children. And actually this made us, have that kind of love, emotional love, I'm telling you indeed, for that Scandinavian country, Finland. The way things just, upturned so suddenly against Simon Ekpa, warranted that Igbo man, begins to ask questions. Why has Finland actually collected money that is bribed by a Nigerian nation? Looking by the way the Finnish ambassador, paid visit to Tinubu, actually brought that kind of, confusing question to the Igbos. And we keep on, asking the questions, what has gone wrong? Is actually Finland, love for Biafrans, reality, a real love, or just one of those give me black gold, that is crude oil, I will give you my love, or I will give you what I have. So in exchange to that gold, black gold, I think we actually speculated in the past that Finland collected bribe from Nigeria. The way it was rumored Peter Mba would go to Finland and nail Simon Ekpa brought that kind of awareness, warm awareness to the Igbos that Finland actually sold out. I'm just making my video. I'm not afraid of Finnish government. I'm not afraid of Nigerian government. I'm not even afraid of some of the Biafran faithfuls that strongly believe that Finland is with Biafra. The way things began to turn, in favor of Nigerian nation, to nail Simon Ekpa, that's bringing up, act of incitement of terrorism in Igbo land as charges against Simon Ekpa, has actually brought that kind of awareness or thinking or belief that Finland has actually collected bribe from Nigeria. We are looking forward to see what should be done 25th May. But all of a sudden, everything changed as well. They've dragged Simon Ekpa case to 25th to 26th, 20-something June, I think 21 or 22 June, next month. And it is a great shock. Previously, we all believed that it should be on 25th May, that Simon Ekpa and Joko, should go to court in faraway Finland, Scandinavian Europe. But today we'll see how everything changed. So what is the question now is the exact date Simon Ekpa is going to court. It has changed, if you ask me. June is it, after being May of this, that's 25th of this month, May. What has actually transpired at the back door still remain the principal questions Biafrans are asking. Finland, over the years has been our best allies in the Scandinavian Europe. By the way, they provide materials during the war that actually killed over 4 million Igbos. After the war, at the eve of end of Nigeria, Biafran Civil War, 1970, 71, 2, and 4, Finland was a country I know, very, very busy, sending up Morocco, Cadbury Bonvita from Europe, milk, everything to make sure what your children of Biafra bounce back to life. They tried for us. But I have a good Julmayabu. Ogini mezona this late hour. Finland biazane behave kandina akazu. Finland hanala akazu. That's a big question that remains so rhetorical. No one to answer it, even myself, the analyst. But Finland begins to act like one. Nigeria is a country I know that is bent on giving bribe. Bribe and corruption has been an institution in this country. So I cannot even deny the fact that I join the lines of others that are asking question today. How competent is Finland to reject crude oil as an offer? International offer? And you know how useful it is to Finland over there. Not that they don't have natural resources, but the white, they always leveraging on milking our natural resources, refine it, and take it back to their country. So Finland actually has chalked, mangled every, doubt in us that anything could happen. Even the whites are still as black as the black. So we are looking forward again next month to see how the court is going to handle the case of Ohamadike 1 of Igbo Nnamdi Nnamdi Kanu was involved in a kidnap transaction between Kenya under Uhuru Kenyatta regime and Nigeria under Major General Muhammad Buhari retired. The previous administration of this uneducated illiterate called Buhari actually went to Nairobi, Kenya, and they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, jumping international charter, United Nations charter. These are laws made internationally that such transaction could not go between any nations of the world. But Nigeria being under the control of Fulani Janjaweed and hegemony, they actually violated international law and United Nations law and went to Kenya airport in Nairobi and abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was tacitly agitating for self-determination. Self-determination, of course, is his own constitutional right. My own constitutional right. Every Igbo man's constitutional right. It cut across the regions of this country. Yoruba man can rise up tomorrow and become serious about emancipation of Oduduwa nation. And nobody could ask questions. Actually, that was what IGBO was doing. In conjunction with Nnamdi Kanu. IGBO was arrested, Kanu was kidnapped. At the end of the day, they actually proved it that they arrested IGBO because they freed him. But Nnamdi Kanu is still cooling it off in the den of his kidnappers, abductors, who actually took him captive away from Nairobi, Kenya into Nigeria contraption. Kidnappers, why not leave Kanu now? Kidnap regime, abduction regime of Buhari and the Tinubu held on what court said discharged and acquitted. What court actually struck out in the past. These two regimes still hold on firm on it. That has spelled out how tyrannical, insensitive is the government of the day. Tinubu just busy, ignorating his people, fighting for his people, favoring his people, abandoning Igbo man himself, trying that we could keep silent, but it is a big mistake and blunder on his side. He is a tribal bigot. He is a bloody antagonist, tribal antagonist that has been keeping Nnamdi Kanu in one place for how many months now, claiming he wasn't the one that arrested him. But this is Nigeria and the same APC regime. You are in charge presently. Why not release Nnamdi Kanu? We are hopefully believing that Omotosho-led, court judgment is going to be fair and favorable to Mazi Nnamdi 1, the only charismatic leader Igbos have ever heard since end of the war in 1970. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should come out. There are many reasons Mazi should come out. One, agitation business is not illegal. Not illegal in Nigeria Constitution, not illegal in Kenya, not illegal on a global framework. It is allowed. Yes, Transparency International has actually given him the most peaceful agitator in the world. He's a ranking international establishment. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB members won the most peaceful agitation in the world under the leadership of Nnamdi 1. The Judaist rabbi, prophet, he won it. And Nigeria government then, under Buhari watch, Muhammad Buhari watch, went into mourning, gnashing their teeth, aggrieved and enraged over that incentives from Transparency International. So what I'm saying here is my name, which is Ralph Tresvant. My name's Ralph Tresvant, CEO, sole owner of .Nation channel. I'm imploring you, at least requesting you to subscribe from my channel. That's the only favor you can do me. Subscribe from my YouTube channel, like, comment, come down to the comment section and talk to me or write with me. I'm good on that. We can talk and discuss. Thank you for watching. Always subscribe, click notification, bell. Thank you for watching. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. My name is Ralph Tresvant from .Nation channel news. Subscribe from my YouTube channel. Extremely revered, respected, honored, and cherished viewers. Here comes the news this evening. We're about to discuss actually what Sanwo-Olu says about people that are busy destroying Lagos State. Sanwo-Olu, the #1 citizen of Lagos State, the governor of the aquatic, splendor state, has actually come out to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been exonerated of all the charges, where he actually rewrites what the fresh charges say about Mazi. And even the masked witnesses, DSS, that have come forward in the court to accuse Mazi of various, let me say, unbelievable accusation or charges that Mazi was responsible for burning down BROT and other facilities in Southwest and Lagos State, even about to go and burn, was about or inciting them to go down to Tinubu's hotel and burn it down. All these accusations are empty. Someone who has actually come out to tell the whole world, the people that are responsible for destruction actually orchestrated in Lagos State during NSAS protests. Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, actually made it clear. It was Osun State people and Ogun State people. That's what he said. And we the pressmen actually have taken it, so serious. Yeah, it's well documented. And we're going to use it in the court against the Federal Defensive Team. Barrister Omolowo Mumu, I don't know his name. But all I know is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all those fresh charges sprang up by the executive department in this Tinubu administration. They are all void and null. They are all nullities because Kanu charges in the past, including inciting terrorism, committing treasonable felonies, have been struck out by the past judges, even up to the Supreme Court. So we are surprised why appeal court is going to supersede judges' judgment that has actually passed by Supreme Court. Is appeal court more powerful than Supreme Court in Nigeria? It is only in Nigeria that appeal court is growing wing over, Supreme Court to edge out judgment, passed and climaxed in the Supreme Court level. So what is happening in this world is quite strange from what is happening in other world. On a global framework, Supreme Court is more powerful than any other court of competent jurisdiction. But you see what is going on in Nigeria today. Simple because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man. They don't want Biafra to emancipate still. They are spoiling Nigeria. That's why they are behaving as if appeal court, is ahead Supreme Court. The ruling in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu during Buhari and the currently Tinubu regime must start, must stop, must stand. And that is what Kalu Ogabi, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legal council leader, is hinting on. We can never desert or abandon the rulings by the Supreme Court and thereby presently honoring an appeal court under James Omotosho. It has never done, it can never happen, and it's never done anywhere in the world. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu legal team has actually outsmarted the testifiers, the DSS testifiers who are putting on masquerade, masking up their faces. Are they not afraid of what? The unbelievable, the unexpected, the unknown. Because when you unmask your face, telling the whole world lies, you are spanking on your personality, you are marring your face, you are deforming, disfiguring your face, and thereby subjecting yourself to danger of, unprecedented attack. So that's why they are hiding. The truth could not be hidden. You don't mask your face when you are saying the truth. So the testifiers better reveal their face and the personalities, even their identities. Let us know whom they are. Why are they hiding under mask, telling all manners of falsehood and the lies? I'm telling you that I don't think James Omotosho led judgment is going to favor federal, and Omotosho has been and the Omotosho, has been favoring the so-called, judgment, by actually telling them to at least do the needful so that all of them, everything in the court could be ruled in favor of someone else. I'm telling you the fact. So what happened this time around is the man is rounding up the case very soon because it seems federal government is not serious by coming forward or bringing forward testifiers that are telling bullshit, cock and bull stories against a man that is innocent. I'm telling you, James Omotosho is serious about this case, bringing it to an end. And it's going to end very soon in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm telling you, Kanu Ogabi, the leader of Mazi Legal Council, has done his best. And we are all applauding him. We are going to applaud him. Once upon a time, a country that is full of lies, injustice, incompetence, cluelessness, economic woes, called Nigeria, wanted the Igbos annihilated. But here we are. Igbo man is rising up. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Federal Republic of Biafra. Or you said federal. Anyway, we are United States of Biafra. We are still a Federal Republic because Igbo man is a Republican in Nigeria. We don't play tribal politics or sectional politics. We are the federal man. We are the Republican man. Judging by our characters and behavior. We're everywhere in Nigeria, developing in the north, developing southwest, developing southeast, developing mid-belt, developing Kenya, Tanzania, Togo, Côte d'Ivoire. Igbo man is everywhere. It's cut across the whole Africa continent. Even go to Cameroon, Gabon, we are there. Even Ghana, we are waxing strong there. Erecting magnificent structures in Accra, far away from Igbo land. So, surely, it is really indeed a story of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, an innocent man that is today incarcerated. Thank you for watching. Why not put your music? Why not put your music? I don't know about it. It's